Hello everybody, today we are going to do just a reaction video. Let's see, we're gonna just search up something like snake top 10 and see what happens. Which one have we not reacted to yet? This one looks like it's gonna be clickbaity. Let's watch it.
Now, or you're going to have terrible luck for the next week. There are over 3,000 species of snake on the planet. They're found everywhere except in New Zealand,
pretty bad.
Greenland, Iceland, Antarctica, and Ireland. Each of them boasts impressive and unique characteristics and is differentiated by size, color, and venom efficacy. This video beams a light on some snake species.
Is venom efficacy a word? I don't think venom efficacy is a word. I'll look it up in the dictionary when it's done, when this video is done, and then write it down in the editing software if venom efficacy is a word.
That grow to immense proportion. Prepare to be amazed as I take you through the list of the 10 biggest snakes in the world. Number 10. The black mamba. The black mamba.
I guess it's the second biggest venomous snake, but there's so many boas that are much bigger than it. Alright, what does it have to say about the black mamba?
They are covered with olive, brown, green, or gray, but are rarely black. It measures between...
Yeah, I'm surprised that they said it compared to some of the other dumb things they say. I'm surprised that they got that the black mamba isn't black. I think the only reason they have that is by looking at the stock videos.
7.2 and 8.9 feet long, but some species grow up to 13 feet. The longest one in history...
Some species grow up to 13 feet? The black mamba is an individual species. Some individuals grow up to 13 feet. I think I heard species, correct me if I'm wrong.
14.11 feet. Not only does this animal claim the prize of one of the longest snakes in the world, but it is also the most aggressive and fastest.
Not aggressive, it's the most defensive and the fastest. Not the most aggressive, the most defensive.
Speeds of up to 200 kilometers per hour. They are known to attack even without provocation.
Wait. What?
Their venom is toxic and can cause a human to collapse.
Did it just say they're known to attack without being provoked?
Within 30 minutes, if not treated with antivenom. They hold smaller animals in their mouth until the venom takes effect, but larger prey suffers 2 strikes.
What are you even saying?
Until it is weak and swallowed. Females lay up to 20 eggs and incubate them for 2 to 3 months. Babies are...
I genuinely have no idea what this guy is saying. That's how nonsensical this is.
Dependent and fend for themselves immediately after birth. Although they are climbers, they prefer the solitude of the ground because that's where they lie in wait for an unsuspecting victim.
They say unsuspected victim to try and monger fear. Well, in reality, then you might as well say that, like, penguins attack unsuspecting victims. They attack fish. Or, like, here, like, sea turtles, attack unsuspecting victims. Dogs attack unsuspecting victims. If you're gonna... so they shouldn't be villainizing snakes the way they do.
Number 9. King Cobra. The king cobra is found in Asia and is one of the longest venomous snakes in the world.
It's not one of the longest venomous snakes in the world, it's the longest venomous snake in the world. And that's not a king cobra.
Flaunts its fearsome status and would attack whenever it chooses. However, they typically avoid confrontation with humans, but wouldn't tolerate provocation. They grow up to 18.7 feet long and weigh up to 9 kilograms.
Some individuals grow up to 18.9 feet long. The most common are big individuals that you'll see commonly in the wild. If you even see one in the wild, because they're quite rare and endangered. The biggest you'll probably find are like 15 to 17 feet. 18.9 is just stupidly rare for king cobras. Even though, yes, they're big and they can get up to 19.9 feet, I think. They rarely get up to 18.9 feet. Rarely. And you're saying it like it's commonly? Give me a break.
The male variants are more extensive than females, which is rare in snakes. From birth to death,
that is true.
Never stop.
Males are bigger than females for king cobras, which is quite rare for snakes, and I'm pretty sure reptiles in general.
Growing.
Why are you specifying that king cobras never stop growing until they die? Every snake does that. It's not like it's some sort of special thing.
After a bite from the king cobra, the victim can die within 15.
Also not a king cobra. I think that's a monocled cobra, but I cannot really tell.
Minutes. Although their venom is not the most potent among other snakes, it contains high neurotoxin levels in a single bite.
Also a monocled cobra?
It is so effective that it can kill 20 people simultaneously. This poison causes respiratory arrest, cardiac failure, and eventual death. King cobras live in southern China, Southeast Asia, rainforests, and plains of India. They feed on other snake species, including lizards and smaller mammals. In Vietnam, it is a protected species, and specialized organizations like the King Cobra Conservancy are recruited to protect their habitat. Number 8. Reticulated python.
No, the reticulated python. How is the reticulated python number 8? For what? No. Ah, gosh.
The most enormous recorded reticulated python is 28.5 feet long.
Reticulated? No, reticulated. Not reticulated. Reticulated.
It weighs 145 kilograms. Although they are known to be aggressive, they wouldn't hurt a human until provoked. The average species...
They aren't really known to be aggressive. They're actually quite common pet snakes.
About 16 feet.
The average species is about 16 feet. Two things are wrong. Average is like 16 to 20 feet. And individual, again, individual, not species. Species, entire reticulated python race. Individual, in a single python. Not herd, basic word.
The beauty of their skin makes them a target in commercial skin trade. Their infrared sensitive pit organs and a keen sense of smell help them identify their prey.
Why is the music so dramatic?
It's up to 20 years, but attains sexual maturity 2 years after birth, depending on its size. Females lay up to 80 eggs, which incubate between 80 to 90 days. Within this period, the mother fasts and produces muscular shivers that warms the eggs during cooler times. Despite habitat disruptions, they are tolerant and survive still. Medusa is a reticulated python in Kansas City.
Not reticulated, reticulated. Get it right.
To the Guinness Book of World Records, it is the longest snake kept in captivity. As of 2011, it measured 25 feet and weighed 158.8 kilograms. As a rule, this animal swallows prey 1/4 of its length and equal to its weight. Number 7. Burmese python.
That photo you have right there is a photo of a reticulated python. Don't be stupid like that.
Native to the grassy marshes of South Asia, Burmese pythons need no introduction. They grow up to 25 feet in length and 90 kilograms in weight. In their early days, they spend more time on trees, but they transition to the ground as they grow older. Because of their swimming skills, they can stay submerged in water for up to 30 minutes.
Actually, that's not necessarily skills of swimming. It's more skills of holding their breath. Swimming skills would be if the individual was able to swim like fast and elegantly. Not how long they hold their breath exactly when you're talking about snakes.
They feed primarily on birds and small mammals. They prey on larger animals like goats and pigs, adult deer, and alligators as they become mature. Although
they don't really often prey on alligators, so you shouldn't just say it like it's nothing. You should say, and sometimes alligators.
They suffer poor eyesight. They can capture their victims through chemical receptors and heat sensors on the jaws. Burmese pythons are solitary serpents that prefer to be seen during spring.
Solitary serpents? Pretty much every snake is solitary. Except for garter snakes, they can often be found in large numbers, but most snakes are solitary individuals. So you don't have to bring it up specifically for the Burmese python.
Females lay up to 100 eggs, which they incubate for 2 to 3 months. Before you jump in the excitement that this creature is non-poisonous, its constriction can kill.
What do you mean? The term's venomous and not poisonous. Second of all, they actually do not eat humans. Wow, I know. The only snake that has ever eaten a human is a reticulated python. I'm so impressed. Yeah, so basically no, and no.
Faster than the deadliest venom. Like most snake species, this one is prone to endangerment thanks to illegal hunting and habitat depletion. Number 6. Titanoboa saragenensis.
Why is Titanoboa number 6? It should be number 1.
The biggest snake that has lived on Earth's surface is a Titanoboa. It existed 600 million years ago, only 6 million years after Tyrannosaurus.
Not 600 million years ago. Wasn't it like 60? I'm pretty sure it was like 65 or 66 or 67 or something like that. Not 600, not 60. Not 600 or whatever they said. I think they said 600. They might have said 60 million.
Rex left the scene. The remains of the snake showed it measured 42 feet long. To put this in perspective, it is about the same length as the longest school bus you'll ever see. Its weight is estimated at 1,133 kilograms. Mining pit in Colombia. Scientists believe Titanoboa was the top predator of its time and acted like a super.
Yeah. Scientists do believe that. Surprising.
Anaconda, since it spent most of its time in the water. It first constricts its prey before swallowing it whole. Judging by its jaw structure, scientists suggest that it was wired to catch fish, crocodiles, and turtles. Its size could be an indicator of a tropical climate warmer than what researchers previously thought. They realized that a cold-blooded animal couldn't regulate its body temperature and survive in mean temperatures. Number 5. Eastern diamondback.
I'm so confused. You had what? Black mamba at number 10, king cobra at 9, retic I think it was at 8, and then you put Burmese python at 7, Titanoboa at 6, and all of a sudden, the eastern diamondback rattlesnake, which never has even been spotted to grow over 10 feet, is bigger than Titanoboa, and you just said Titanoboa grows up to 42 feet.
The eastern diamondback is a strong contender for the scariest and...
That is probably a western diamondback. Judging by the arid climate in the background, this is a western diamondback in that photo.
Snakes on the globe. It is dubbed the most dangerous venomous snake in North America. Even Guinness World Records does not have a single listing for the world's heaviest poisonous snake, but it admits
venomous.
It's probably one. A specimen caught in 1964 measured 7 feet and weighed about 15 kilograms, which is too much for a rattlesnake.
It's not too much for a rattlesnake. They can grow up to like 8 or 9 feet.
According to a reliable source, its double-action venom contains the enzyme crotalase, which can clot fibrinogen. The eastern diamondback boasts the longest fang of any rattlesnake, measuring an inch. When activated, it can inject enough venom to take down 3 adults. Bites are excruciating, but there's an antivenom that is readily available within the snake's range. During mating season, males compete for their female counterparts by asserting dominance. The gestation period ranges from 6 to 7 months. About 20 snakes are born alive. Although deadly, they avoid humans and would only attack in defense. The
Yes, that's true.
Diamondback is not endangered, but is a victim of widespread hunting and habitat loss. Number 4. African rock python.
No! The African rock python is smaller than all the pythons on this list. At least it's bigger than, let's see, the king cobra, the black mamba, and the eastern diamondback rattlesnake.
As the name goes, the African rock python is a species found in Africa. It holds its head high as one of the colossal snakes on the globe. It is shorter than a reticulated python and grows up to 20 feet.
Not reticulated, reticulated.
In length. In 1958, an African rock python was killed, and according to a report, it had a 4.9 feet juvenile Nile crocodile in its stomach. Its native habitat is
That sounds crazy, but it might not be true.
Sub-Saharan Africa, and it eats antelope, warthog, herons, and other small mammals. Unfortunately, they are infamous for attacking and killing humans by encircling and sniffing.
They are not infamous for attacking and killing humans. They have not killed a single human ever. No reliable snake expert or scientist or herbiculturist will say that they've eaten a human. They are not man-eaters.
Life out of them. The African rock python lays up to 100 hard-shell eggs in an old animal burrow, cave, or termite mold. The females shield their eggs from predators for 2 weeks after hatching. Since man fears them, it justifies wanton killings by ruthless hunters. Although they're not an endangered species, it may happen soon.
Just because people kill them doesn't justify hunting them. Contrary to what they said.
Their habitat is frequently disturbed. Number 3. Amethystine python.
Amethystine. Well, it is like the third biggest snake in the world. It goes amethystine python, anaconda, reticulated python. Well, actually 4 if you count Titanoboa.
I must confess that the python family features prominently on this list. The amethystine scrub python is found in Papua New Guinea, Australia, and Indonesia. While small ones spend more time in trees, adults prefer dense rainforests, rivers, swamps, or streams. There are 4 known subspecies. Larger snakes measure 16 feet in length, but there are unconfirmed reports of snakes exceeding 28 feet. Females weigh between 15 to 30 kilograms, but there are reports of oversized specimens weighing as high as 90 kilograms. Male variants are much smaller, with an average of 5.1 kilograms to 11 kilograms. Like most massive pythons, amethystine feeds on small mammals like rats, possum,
Amethystine, not amethystine,
bats, and large lizards like monitors. It detects its warm-blooded prey at night through heat-sensing pits on the front of its head. When prospective victim is within striking distance, the python seizes it and coils its body around it.
I love amethystine pythons. They're just such beautiful snakes.
Suffocates the animal and gives way for a decent meal. Now it's time for today's best pick. Our best pick features our gargantuan snake that would rather swim in water that slivers slowly on land.
That is quite obvious CGI. That is a green anaconda, scaled up massively, on a hill that people were hiking on. That is fake. That is blatantly fake.
They prefer to be alone, but when you get too close, you'll understand why they're nicknamed Elephant Killer. Stay glued. Number 2. Green anaconda. Talk about the heaviest snake in the world, and this slithery green anaconda would proudly wave its hand in the air. It boasts a massive 227 kilograms in weight and 8.4
Okay, what's
meters
number
long.
1 though?
Although the reticulated python is longer, it is slenderer than this breed.
Not reticulated, reticulated. And they're not, and anacondas and pythons are different breeds. They're different species in different genuses, in different subfamilies, in different families.
Researchers say that the 5.2 meter long anaconda is the same weight as a 7.3 meter long reticulated python. Luckily,
again, not reticulated, reticulated.
They are non-venomous and found in Trinidad and South America. They spend most of their time in slow streams, marshes, rivers, and swamps. As a result, their eyes and nostrils are on their head instead of the sides. This arrangement...
It just said something funny. It said, their eyes and nostrils are on their heads instead of the sides of their heads. That literally is just saying, oh, their eyes are on their head instead of their head.
Allows the creature to see predators above the water while its colossal body is submerged in water. They feed on a variety of diets like deer, turtles, capybara, and even jaguars. Since they belong to the boa family, they use their long and muscular bodies to constrict their prey before swallowing them. Although anaconda refers to the green species, 3 others are relatively smaller. Before we move on, I have a little challenge for you that'll take 5 seconds to complete. So here's the deal. Just leave a like on the video, smash the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell. And you'll get...
Here's my challenge. Like and subscribe, or you'll have bad luck for the rest of your life.
25 years of good luck.
25 years of good luck? No, you won't, just by subscribing. That's a lie. But don't subscribe to them, because their 25 years of good luck is fake. Subscribe to me, and get, I don't know, like 5 years of good videos that are not uploaded frequently because of my schedule, but at least they're better than whatever the heck this is.
Try it. It really works.
No, it doesn't.
Number 1. Boa constrictor.
No! No! Oh my goodness. Why is boa constrictor number 1? Get it right. We're ending the video here. We're ending the video here. You don't need to know anything more. This list is messed up.